Let's get started in here.
Let's get it started.
That's right.
Let's get it started.
All right, so it's New Year's. New Year's. All right, so I'm MJ.
I'm Jenny.
And together we are Changing Subjects.
Join us on a ride, it's a jolly good time. Jenny and Emjay, the stars of the climb, with stories so wild and laughter in the mix. Changing subjects like a bag of party tricks.
The episode started, right? Yeah. So, yeah, this is our third episode. So we want to talk a little bit about New Year's and some other subjects. And as you can see, we kind of changed the setup a little bit. Hopefully,
it's beautiful, isn't it?
Right? So we worked hard to get this setup kind of going a little bit. Actually, hold on. We are missing, as I knock everything down, so the lights.
She knocked everything.
There we go. Perfect. Also, we got some other stuff going on the setup that you'll notice throughout our podcast. So we're going to add a little jizz. That's not the word I was looking to use. I don't know why that word came to mind. That's not the word I was looking for. What is the word I'm looking for?
Pizzazz.
Pizzazz?
Maybe.
I feel like it's
a little.
Is it jive it up?
Oh man.
I feel like it is jizz it up. I don't know.
It's not.
It's not.
Maybe back in like the 50s.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, I use that type of language sometimes. You know. All right, first of all, I was just DJing a 50th anniversary yesterday.
Yes,
so,
I remember.
So, pardon me if I'm using some,
Did they say jizz a lot when you were there?
No, not at all. Not at all.
That was great, though.
But to be fair,
okay.
I was just trying to stick with the theme.
Oh, hold on.
Yes.
New Year's episode.
Yes.
So, and after Christmas, we had to celebrate a little bit.
Yeah.
So we will be here for like the next at least hour, if not longer, or a little longer.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
So.
She's trying to get New Year's started. All right.
We have a little New Year's. I'm doing a New Year's shot. You don't have to.
All right.
Yeah. Oh shit! I can't get this open.
Yeah,
my hands are sweaty. After you said jizz, you made me.
Just get sweaty and then jizz. But
Don't
I pop it right back on.
Okay, I know. Thank you.
So
cheers! Happy New Year's! Cheers! Happy New Year's!
Happy New Year's.
I'm not gonna get trashed. Don't worry. I'm just doing.
She's getting trashed tonight.
I'm celebrating.
She's getting trashed tonight.
I'm celebrating our third
podcast
episode and New Year's.
Yes, and we already have about 13, 14 subscribers, maybe more by the time this episode comes out. Hopefully you guys subscribe to us, and we'll try to make it as fun as possible as we do more episodes. We'll try to engage with you a little bit more, as well as engaging with each other.
Oh, I feel like a dragon.
Spit that fire. Spit that fire, girl. Spit it. All right.
Fire on that thing.
Right?
All
right. So, speaking of, you were saying that we just came from Christmas. I had a list there. Christmas.
You didn't even drink.
Christmas, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, how was your Christmas?
It was good.
Good.
It was really good.
Did you get anything that you really loved, or?
I mean, I honestly don't really. I don't think I've ever gotten anything that I hate, but.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I'm sure I have, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, it was good. I got, like, a whole basket full of, like. Because remember how last episode we talked about some resolutions, and I said I wanted to do more me time and things for myself. And so I got a whole basket of, like, there was like a candle, body wash, some face masks.
Oh,
like
awesome.
I was like, perfect.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Give yourself a little spa
So that was
day.
a really nice gift because it was like a big basket too. It had a lot in
Yeah.
it. But I got some gift cards and some.
Perfect.
I got a nice new blanket, like a big plush blanket, which I love my blankets.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you said the most important thing was the food. How was the food?
Oh yeah. The food was Not as good as past years.
Oh no!
Sorry, Mom and Grandma and
Mom.
everybody else. No, it was good though. It was good. It was good. It's just it was a little different this year than the past years because we're switching it up a little bit because just like people are getting older and stuff, which we already talked about. But
So you'll be have to do the cooking next year, huh?
never.
Never.
Never. No, it was good though. I had a good holiday. Yeah.
Okay.
And my kids did. That's what's really important.
So did your kids get everything they wanted?
For the most part, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Always be on top of it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know my kid loved all his presents.
Aw.
I got tons of Pokemon cards and my
Did you?
aunt and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Good.
He was in love with everything he got. So
Cute.
I was happy about that. Like he was super excited. So,
My youngest didn't wake up till like 7:30.
near the
I was expecting him to be up at like 5.
I think my son woke up around that time too because I got a text message saying, "Oh, well, he's not up yet." So I was like, "Oh, I guess I can't leave for like another while." So.
Yeah. I mean, which is good because I didn't even go to sleep till like 3 a.m.
Mm.
So it was fine that he slept a little later, but
I think I went to bed at like 5 a.m. Like I was helping put presents under a tree and all that stuff. So like and then I just didn't fall asleep till like 5. It was like 5 a.m. Then I woke up with acid reflux around 6 a.m.
fun.
And then had to get up around 7. So it was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, always a good time.
You went to your aunt's, right? Too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
So.
Well, good. I'm glad. I'm glad we both had a good
Oh yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff that I am totally in love with. Like I got a 3D printer. I just printed this little beauty.
That is really cool.
Yeah,
I
I
like
printed
that.
that little beauty as well. I can't talk today. As well as our changing subject sign right here.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not our colors, but
That's okay.
I'm still learning how to use it. So.
I like it though.
Yeah.
I want one. I told him I wanted one.
Yeah, we're gonna make one as soon as I get the actual colors. I got the pink set up, but I still need to get blue.
I have to say this though.
Mm-hmm.
They're still playing Christmas music on some radio stations,
Oh
and it
my
pisses me off.
Where's the New Year's music? Well, I guess you can't.
I don't know what that would be, but like once Christmas is over,
Happy New Year. I don't know.
make one.
Right?
Do it.
I'll use
Once
mine.
Christmas is over, like cut it off.
Yeah,
I don't like that shit. It annoys me, and it makes me sad.
agreed. Speaking of making, like my music or not music, making my own stuff, right? So AI. We've been messing around a little bit with AI music.
Oh, yeah,
and
you're
I
right.
also have a whole TikTok that's AI music, right? So I was wondering, do you find AI to be weird, scary, exciting, or just a fad?
What like AI are we talking? Because there's AI like we mess with that's like music or like writes a little
Yeah.
thing for you or whatever. But then there's like the actual like robots. So like, what are we?
I mean, it could be any type of AI in general. So like wherever it might go in the next few years or where it could go, are you more scared about where it could go? Do you think of it's like end of days type of thing going on, or do you think we're gonna integrate with AI, or do you think it's just gonna be something that's
I'm
just
not
like
personally. I'm not scared of it yet. Who's to say
Yet.
I'm not gonna get scared?
yet?
But and I think it is very helpful. I think it can be very, very helpful.
Yeah, especially when we're writing our songs, right?
Yeah. Or like, just for people that maybe can't for whatever reason create their own stuff. Like
Yeah.
I think it does have a lot of benefits.
Oh yeah.
But I can definitely, and maybe it's just because all the like horror movies that have come out, but I can definitely see it taking a turn.
There's actually a new one.
Is there?
Yeah, it's called Afraid. I think it's called Afraid. Yeah, but spelt with like the it's spelt where it has the A and
The A and the I.
Yeah, as AI.
There's a new one out with Megan Fox.
It's
Is
on
that
Netflix.
the one you're talking about? I
No,
don't
it
think
doesn't
so.
have Megan Fox in
Okay.
it. It's really, really good though. Me and my aunt watched it the other night. It was so good. Like it was AI gets brought into the house like Alexa. And there's one scene in it. Sorry, spoiler alert. There's one scene in it, right? And then, so they're like, so it's like Alexa. And then the AI goes, that bitch got nothing on me.
what the original though? Do you
There's something
remember
like that.
the old Disney movie Smart House?
Yes.
That was the original
Oh,
creepy
my God.
AI that took a turn.
I think that's
It all
what scares. I
started
think
back
that's what
then.
scares a lot of people right there because we all grew up with that. I mean, and Terminator and all that, but Smart House. I feel like everyone wanted that,
Right.
but then we were also all cautious about it because of the way that like that Smart House got mad and angry or whatever. They actually did another rendition of kind of like what Smart House was. And I don't know if you ever seen the show Eureka. So in Eureka, they live in a bunker in this like smart town. They live in this bunker where it's a smart bunker, a smart house, and it has the same kind of jazz. Same kind of jazz in it, where it's like like it cleans up the floors, it cleans up it makes you food and does whatever. It
Right.
tells you if you've slept or overslept or whatever, and wakes you up and opens the door and closes the door and locks people in, and stuff like that. Yeah, but
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. Like I said, I'm not so much afraid of it, but I can definitely see where it could not be good.
You think it will like replace some actors or replace like?
I think it'll definitely replace some things. I don't know exactly
human.
what, but
Yeah, some interactions. It never takes our job, right?
it probably already has.
I definitely helped my job. You know what I mean? For the
Well,
most
that's what
part.
I mean. It can help, but it can also
definitely
be
helps
not
in my
good.
photography,
Yeah.
helps in my videography, helps with my music, helps with like a lot of the stuff that I do. So helps with script writing.
Right.
So it definitely helps with doing that. Helps me work out some of my theories that I have. My crazy conspiracy theories, which we'll get into later. But yeah, stuff like that. Speaking of, we always do that.
Speaking of, I know, we do.
We always do that.
That's our like transition free.
Right? We need new transitions. I know. We will get to it. Don't you worry. We will get there. So, when it comes to, like I was talking about how actors could be replaced or whatever, who, not just actors, but like any celebrity or someone from your childhood or personal life, who would you say your hero is or heroes? Who would you say the people you look up to most?
I don't. Sorry to like not carry this conversation, but I don't really have anybody like that. I
No
mean,
one in
there's
your life at all?
no, which might be bad. I don't know, but
Yeah,
like,
girl, you need some structure.
I mean, I have certain celebrities that like I've followed all through their career and stuff,
Yeah.
and like
Hilary Duff.
yes, no, for real though, because she's one that.
It's a great mom.
Yeah, she never like fell off the
Stunning
wagon.
body.
She's
Yeah.
beautiful. She's
Yeah.
always kind of kept it together. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's not really any that like
Jump off the brain that you're like.
that I'm like that's my hero. Like I don't.
Anyone that you like. No one? Not no one at all?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Not. I mean, not that I can think of.
What about someone in your personal life? Nobody?
Definitely not. There would be more of a celebrity chance than my personal life.
So, for me, I feel like my hero is definitely my aunt.
Aw.
So, and the reason I say that is because like she does so much for everybody, and she's always in everyone's corner. Whether it's my uncle, whether it's my sisters, whether it's whether it's me, I mean, she's always there to be someone's support system, no matter what's going on in her life.
Okay, but let me
what's
ask you
going
this
on.
though: what to you is the definition of a hero?
It's someone you can look up to, aspire to be like, someone that, you can see the struggles in them and they still, like, prevail, I guess you could say,
I don't have anybody like that.
No, I know.
I mean, I'm not saying there's not people in my life that I'm like, wow, they're really strong, like they're wonderful people. Like I'm not saying that, but like, I'm my hero.
That's okay. You can be your own hero, though. No,
but like
that's
for
great.
real, I've been through a lot for my age, and so like I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm my own hero, but
no, that's actually it's actually a positive thing to even find
know.
yourself as your own hero. If you can look at yourself and be like, look, I've learned the lessons I've learned in life, and I feel like I can look up, look back at my life and look up to myself because I've come so far that I can really like just adjust my situations in life. Like, how did I do that? Oh my gosh, like, can I do that again? Like,
Right.
I got through this. If I can get through that, I can get through anything. So,
And
like,
there is, yes.
so
And my
the hero
mom-
says all. Hero
My
says
mom
all.
even says to me, which obviously my mom is
Yeah.
much older than me,
Mm-hmm.
but she's even said to me a couple times, like, I don't know how you do it. Like, I don't know how you got through that. I don't know how, you
It's
know.
the best compliment you can get, yeah.
Right. So, and that means a lot. Like I said, my mom is a very wonderful person,
Yeah.
too. But when you hear something like that, it's like, damn, I have been through a lot, too. For somebody, like, not in my generation to say that to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, where was I going with that? So besides like my aunt, like, I would say like my heroes for like celebrity wise would probably be like Ryan Reynolds. Would probably be like, you know, he's
Okay.
I don't know. He's just like, I mean, he's a good looking guy. No homo. Yeah, he's a good looking guy.
We
But-
don't judge, even if there is
right?
some homo.
Well, you know, not here.
Okay.
But he seems like such a, with everything he's got going on, he seems like still such a great like family person. He's funny as hell. You know, he really like keeps it like down to earth. You know what I mean? You can see the people that he is around him that he involves himself with is pretty genuine for the most part. And that's like something to aspire to when you got so much going on, to not be a douchebag all the time.
Right.
You hear all these stories about actors or actresses being douchebag and bitches and all that stuff like that. But like when it comes to like from what I hear from behind the scenes, it seems like he's just a very genuine person, super funny. He tries to make his wife laugh all the time, tries to make his people laugh all the time, you know, and the stuff he puts on Twitter. Sometimes it can come off, if you're reading it the wrong way,
Yeah.
it can come off kind of dickish or douchey, but you can, if you know Ryan Reynolds' humor,
Right, you have
you're
to
like,
know humor.
oh
yeah.
yeah, you know, you're like, okay, that's just funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where it's like to be able to be that funny, to be that good looking, to be a great, it seems like he's a great dad, you know, even
Must
with
be
going on.
so lovely.
I know,
so
right?
perfect.
I know,
Like,
right?
just-
If you were to discuss like a perfect person, his only flaw, he's from Canada.
Is he really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I mean, who knows? You know, Canada could be the 51st state, you know, come next year. Or,
Who knows?
You know,
Yeah.
so right around the corner.
I'm kind of the same way. I don't know if this is good or bad about me,
Mm.
but I'm kind of the same way when it comes to like celebrity crushes. Because like
Yeah.
a lot of people are like, oh, I love her so much, or oh, I love him so much, and there's really nobody that.
Oh, who's your celebrity crush is Hillary Duff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not as much as it used to be. You know, I used to be like
Yeah.
obsessed with her.
Yeah. I mean, who wasn't?
And I mean,
know
it's-
I was. I had Lisa McGuire posters all over my wall. So
Girl.
and her booty got a lot nicer than it was back then.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes. Well, she was dating a personal trainer for a while, I believe.
Yeah.
So that I'm sure that helped.
Oh yeah.
But there's really nobody that, like, yeah, I have people that I'm like, you know, they seem like great people, they're attractive, they're this or that, but
Is there any male celebrity crushes you have?
no,
or-
that's
no?
what I'm saying. I don't
What?
have any. I think that's
No,
very,
that-
maybe that's odd. I don't know.
I mean,
You know who I do think is hot though,
Yeah.
which a lot of people are gonna like, whatever. I think Shia LaBeouf is really hot. Like now, not so much like back in the
Hey.
day, and you know he's had a lot of shit
like
go
not
on.
Transformers, but like
Not like even Stevens.
Not
but
even- okay, that's a little far. That was really far back going to even Stevens.
I don't know. I just think he's, and he, like I said, he's had a lot of shit go on in his life, and I don't know where he's at right
Just
now.
do it.
But
Just
yeah,
do it.
Do it. But now I can't lift my arms past a certain point because MJ said that my armpits were a little stubbly, so now I'm like all self-conscious.
Let me keep my arms down. So I would say mine recently.
My shirt crooked.
They're a little bit like, I guess, in a younger generation. So like, I like Sydney Sweeney, kind of crushing on her. Sabrina Carpenter, crushing hard on her. Jenna Ortega, crushing hard on her. I don't know. It's just I don't know. There's something about them, but Anna Kendrick will still be up there on my top
Oh my God,
list.
you've always liked her.
I love Anna Kendrick.
See, and the thing with me,
I used to love Jessica Alba, but not a huge. I'm not a huge Jessica Alba person anymore. Maybe it's because she's just out of the spotlight, and I don't see her as much. I don't know. I don't know what she looks like currently. I haven't looked her up or.
yeah.
Research on her.
A lot of celebrities that people find very, very hot, that people like swoon over.
Mhm.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
So
And I'm not.
Name one.
Jessica Alba,
Oh. Well.
Jennifer Lopez,
Oh.
like Megan Fox. I'm not saying that
Megan
they're
Fox
not.
has her moments.
Yeah,
She has her
I'm not
moments.
saying that they're not attractive people.
Yeah.
They are attractive women, but I don't get the hype.
Speaking of Megan Fox,
That's just my
you know
opinion.
she's
Sorry.
having another baby.
Who?
Megan Fox
No.
having another baby.
I didn't know she had one baby. See, I don't.
She has 3.
I don't care.
I believe she has 3, but
Well, congrats.
they were boys, but she treats them like girls. I don't know what the whole situation with that is. I don't know enough to even talk about it, really. But yeah.
You know who I do like? I don't follow her a lot, but from the little things I've seen,
Allegedly.
I like Drew Barrymore.
I'm not a fan of Drew Barrymore.
No?
I've watched some episodes from her show, and she's always like all up in other
She
people's-
does talk a
she's
lot,
all
and
up
she's
on
in
people's-
their space. Yeah.
And like I don't know, I feel like she's one of those people that attend pizza parties.
What
you know
the
what I
hell
mean?
does that mean?
Oh, you don't know the pizza party conspiracy. I don't know if we can talk about that on YouTube.
I mean, I don't know what it is, but have you seen some of the stuff on
Like,
YouTube?
let's just say it's Didi related.
Oh.
Yeah.
But with pizza?
Yeah, it's the term.
Okay.
You know, it's the pizza party theory. You know, when they say, "Oh, we're having a pizza party," what it actually means is that they're ordering young tykes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Ew. Okay.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
Mm.
Now we're probably gonna get censored on YouTube. I was trying to work around it. I don't know.
MJ, have you?
We're gonna get canceled after the third
That's
episode.
nothing. Have you seen some of the stuff on YouTube? You know who I like too is Kelly Clarkson.
Again, both of them are like in the same category, like with the
I
whole.
don't think she's as bad
No,
as Drew Barrymore.
she's not no pizza party person. I don't
No.
think. But like I don't know. She seems like ever since she gained a lot of weight, I don't know.
She's lost all that.
She lost it again.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. Like Adele. Adele looks phenomenal.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Adele.
I heard that she lost weight, but I haven't really like.
And Meghan Trainor. Okay, that's Meghan Trainor and her husband.
Spy Kids.
Yes. So, I worship their relationship together. Like I am scrolling on Facebook or YouTube, whatever I'm on, and they pop up, I swoon over them. Their relationship together, like that's what I want. And they got together quick. Like they were already saying "I love you," and they got together quick, and they've been married now for a while.
Don't put me into this conversation
like
again. God damn it.
They're just their relationship together, and when you see them on podcasts together, it's just like that's what I want right there. You could tell the love that they have for each other, and just the way they got started. It's a super funny story.
Whatever.
But I'm not gonna tell the story. Go look up how their story is because it's funnier when they tell it. But yeah.
Okay. We need to have for real. I don't know if you want to do it now, but we need to have on an episode where we do like our love conversation that we were talking about the other day.
Yeah.
It's gonna get heated though.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can guarantee you.
That was heat
But-
conversation about
But I think
being together people being together for a long
it
period
needs
of
to
time.
be done.
So we'll either talk about this episode or we can talk about another episode. We'll figure it out.
Either way, I think we should do it.
If
though.
it goes into it, we go into it. So we are going into 2025.
Oh my
It's
God.
right around the corner, literally.
Now I have to remember to write that on everything.
All right. I'm gonna still hit that 24.
You don't have your hat on.
I don't. You're right.
MJ.
I don't. All right. I'll be right back because I need to get this hat fitted on me. Underneath it.
Yeah, why?
'cause-
Why did you do
So it fits on my head because
Oh.
I'm bald.
that?
So there we go. Now we got it on. Now it's working. There we go. It's beautiful. Like check it out. Check it out. Got what? Is it on right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. So since we're going into 2025, do you feel more or less optimistic about the going into next year?
I never really feel any different when it's the New Year's. I know
No.
some people make a huge deal about it, and maybe I should be like, you know, this is my chance to do this, but I just continue it, just like
Yeah.
another day. I don't.
Just another day, another year.
See,
Well-
I have this flaw, I guess, where, like, so say I have, like, a habit, right? And I'm
Yeah.
trying to stop the habit.
Mm.
And I'm like, okay, this year, as one of my resolutions, I'm going to stop this habit, okay? So say I'll go a couple weeks into January,
Yeah.
and then I fuck up and oh, wait, can I say that?
Yeah.
And then I do the habit, I feel like I'm ruined. I'm like, there goes the whole damn year. Like, it really messes with me when I mess up.
Yeah.
You know
Makes
what I
sense.
mean?
Yeah.
So I don't put that pressure on myself to like new year, like new me. Like I don't put
You
that.
gotta put that pressure on.
No.
In order to make diamonds, you gotta put pressure on coal. You know. So.
You're saying I'm cool.
Yes, you're coal. So let's put some pressure and turn you into a diamond girl.
I don't. See, maybe I need you to put that pressure on me because I don't like that shit. It makes me worse.
No comment.
What?
Reword what you just said.
What? Putting pressure on me? That is no worse than you saying we have jizz or whatever the hell you said. That's actually...
Look, baby MJ, you need to put pressure on me.
That's a legit phrase.
It is, but
We're
it
gonna
sounds,
have jizz. It's not...
It sounds so dirty though. It's
No,
just
it
the way you said it.
Yeah, dirty bird. He's a dirty birdie.
Personally though, like, well, I mean, like optimistic. Like, so we're going into a new year. We're gonna have a new president. You know, President Trump's gonna be our new president. So, do you feel more optimistic knowing that we're gonna have a new president, or do you feel less optimistic, new optimistic? I feel optimistic.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, I know things will be different. There will be some things that will change.
Yeah. Do you
But
think for
I
the good or
don't-
for the bad?
I don't know because
Just don't follow.
I don't, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "This is your country, and you need to have a say," and that's fine. But like, I just don't follow it like that. So I don't. I know a few things that he like has in mind or whatever, but I don't.
Is it? But for you, are they those few things? Are they positive?
Well, I did hear he's a fan of TikTok, so that could be
Yeah.
staying.
Yeah.
So I'm down for that. Okay, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, he did. He did recently do. He's like TikTok. He's like, that's how I got elected. TikTok. I'm a big fan of TikTok.
He did. He said I have a soft spot for it. I
Yeah,
think he
soft
said,
spot. Yeah, soft spot for TikTok.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's definitely he's for that. I mean, he's for trying to fix a lot of the social media and what's going on after everything that happened to him in the past, him being blocked and all that stuff. So he's trying to fix a lot of stuff and make it so things don't happen. So. All right. So, what is some things you look to achieve in 2025? I know we were just talking about resolutions and not really wanting to have them, but I'm sure there's still things you would like to achieve. Like that's like, oh, what's your 5-year, what's your 10-year goal? What's your goal of 2025? What's something that you want to do better that you're not doing or that you didn't do
Honestly,
last year?
cheesy answer.
Yeah.
Just to be happy.
Okay.
And not be fake happy. Like, I know there's going to be...
Well, what are some things that would make you happy?
Bitch, I don't know.
Well, if you don't know how to make yourself happy, then how are you supposed to make yourself happy? It starts with knowing what you want.
Living more, like, in the moment.
Okay.
Not having my head clouded with, like, what I have to do this week all the time. And, like, being so focused on what I did wrong or certain people in my life and, and I know we're all gonna have our bad days, but like I just want to actually be like content and happy and.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with you. Like it's all about finding balance to find that happiness. Well, like kind of like what we were talking about in past before we were trying to figure out like what we wanted to talk about in this podcast. So it kind of starts with like knowing exactly what you want and where you kind of going to go with it to find that happiness. So kind of don't let those things that happened to you in your past, whether it's 2024, 2023, whatever case may be, don't let those things affect your current and literally live in the moment. Or know that the stuff that what you have to do is there in the future, but don't let it affect you in a negative way till you get to that point. For instance, bills are usually the biggest thing, or finances are usually the biggest thing that kind of, I want to say, that kind of attack your brain in a way. That stresses you out. So the best thing I can say to do is to just really take the knowledge of what you know, and what I mean by that is knowing that you have to pay a bill. Don't stress about it, because you're either gonna get there or you're not.
Oh my God, you're so annoying.
Why?
Because I hate when people say you sit there and talk to me like you're some 80-year-old guy that knows the cure to everything.
I don't. I do not know the cure to anything.
I know you're just trying to help, but it's annoying because.
I'm just trying to give good advice.
Fuck you and you're out.
Because I struggle with the same thing.
I understand that, but you say things it's not just you.
Yeah.
I don't like when people say things it's so easy. Just don't worry about it. Oh, thanks, I'm fucking cured now. It's not. That's
not what I'm saying at all. What I mean by, I guess, what I'm saying is that you're gonna worry about it, no matter what. So, but worrying about it doesn't change anything.
I know that.
So it's not gonna make a difference whether you think about it or you don't think about it. The outcome is still gonna be the same. So why is there's no point of dwelling in your misery, So if you feel miserable about this thing, kind of switch subjects. You know how we change subjects. Change subjects based on the thing you're going. All right, I have to deal with this bill. Can I do anything about it right now? No? Okay. I want to do something fun for myself.
That doesn't help the situation. Okay, no I can't pay my bill, so let's just fuck it. Now my electric gets turned off. That doesn't make sense.
No, but what I mean is, all right, that you kind of go over a list of all right, what can I do? So you find things that you can do and what can't you do. So, all right, so I know I have to pay this bill, right? What can I do to make the money for that bill? What bills can wait? And what bills need to come right away. So like you said, your electric bill, let's say it's about to turn off, right? Make sure, all right, what can I do to make sure I get this bill paid? What can I not pay, or what can I sacrifice today so I'm not stressing about that one bill? Because that's the bill that's stressing me out the most. You know what I mean? Maybe I take, instead of going out and spending $25 getting something, you know what I mean? I look and see what I have in my pantry. I'll eat whatever's in my pantry and pay that bill. You know what I mean? Obviously, a bill's going to cost more than $25. But what I'm saying is or invest in what you're going to do next. So we both DoorDash. You DoorDash a little bit less than I do. But you take that time to run out, be all right, I need to dash for at least an hour to get this amount of money, or I need to do 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever, and you set that up if you need to find a babysitter or bring your kid with you or whatever the case may be to get it done. You have to motivate yourself to get it done. What I typically do is I go, all right, I'm going to play a live action version of a fetch game. You know what I mean? So for me, dashing is like a video game. So I make it feel like I'm playing a fetch video game. And then while I'm doing it, I also turn on music, or I listen to podcasts, or I do something that makes it a little more fun, or talk to you, or talk to other people, just to make my day a little bit fun while I'm waiting for stuff, because all it is waiting and dropping. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'll do to try to get me over that hump. All right, I know I need this much today. I know I need this much tomorrow. So instead of dwelling in it, I find it to be a challenge. You know what I mean? So, all right, how can I make $100 today? All right, I need to do this. All right, so then I'll go and do it. All right, I'm almost there. I'm at $60. All right, now I'm at 70. So make it into a fun game of you collecting that money to reach a goal.
Can you feel the heat off my eyes?
Yes, I can. I can feel the heat on my back though too. But
just okay. Like, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not. Like,
No, but like, no. What I'm saying is like, you're talking about wanting to be more happy, right? And not stressing out about stuff.
yes, and
stuff
you
like
have,
that.
and everyone, MJ has the cure.
It's not the cure. It's not a final solution, and that's my point about it. It's not about finding a cure for the solution. It's about finding a little bit more happiness. So like you're saying, like you're going to, no matter what you do, even if you are a little bit more financially stable, you'll find something else to be not happy about.
Right.
So the goal is to find happiness in what you do have. Find that, what's the word I used the other day? Find that, can't find, where you're, not generosity. What? What was the word?
I said the gist.
No, not that word. Oh, stop thinking about jizz. Gratitude.
Okay.
Gratitude. Find the gratitude in the things that you do have, and like be like that. Be grateful for what you do have versus being like, fuck, I don't have this or I don't have that. Not about what you don't have. Like, yeah, I don't have the money to afford this or I don't have the money to do that, but I do have this and I do have that. And yes, it's not easy. I'm not saying it's an easy thing. That's not what I'm saying. It's one of the hardest things to do. Trust me, it is one of the hardest things to do. But you will feel much better if you do that practice a little bit more. It's like one of those things where like you sit in front of the mirror and say, I look beautiful today. I look beautiful today. I look beautiful today. I feel good today. I feel good today. And it's like you're almost manifesting it for yourself. Hey, I'm going to be good today. I'm going to do this today. This is what I'm going to go through. This is some practices people do, and like coaches, if you look up on YouTube, will tell, start your day with positivity and you'll have a more positive day.
I know all these things.
And
see,
yes,
you sit here and talk to me like I don't fucking know this
No,
shit.
I'm not trying to just educate you. I'm trying to educate our
I think most people
classy
know this,
people,
but it's
that are
not.
subscribed.
It's not that easy. It's just
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I do.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, like not to get into a whole mental health talk, but people's chemicals are different in our brains. Not everyone can be as positive as you all the time and be able to do these things like this. And
It's called masking.
It's harder for some people.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's why it's called masking.
Yeah, well, I don't mask.
So,
my face is my fucking face, and that's what it is.
So what I mean by that is like, so when you're neurodivergent, you can choose to mask or not mask. I am a masker. When I'm in front of people, or if I am around certain people, I'm not fake. So it's not like I'm being fake with somebody. It's like I feel like I have a duty. You know what I mean? So it's like it's my duty to present myself in a better light. So I might be going through a hard depression, like some of the things that I'm going through or been through, and like I try to present myself as being, oh, I'm awesome, I'm doing great, like look at my life, I'm doing this and I'm doing this and I'm doing that.
See, and I don't like that shit. That's like everybody on social media that wants to go around and be like, look how clean my house is, look how perfect everything is, and that shit's annoying.
So, and what it is
it's not relatable.
You could say it's not relatable, but it's one of those things where it's like they want to feel better about themselves because they know everything else is going wrong in their life. So they need that avenue to feel good.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
and
It's
I
hitting that
respect
dopamine.
that, and I'm
It's hitting
saying
that
if that
dopamine.
works for you, that's fine, but not everyone is like that.
Yeah, no, I agree. Not
And
everyone's
for
like
some people, it takes a long time to get to that point.
exactly.
I'm not just going to be able to
makes-
sit down here with you for an hour and then leave here all a changed woman.
Well, this isn't a therapy session.
Well,
so.
you're making it seem like it.
But like at the end of the day, it's about knowing what you want and finding that want to do those things. Like it took me forever to get where I went through anger management. I went through relationships that gave me this mentality. It went through just a lot of different things that have brought me to the point where I'm like, why do I keep doing this to myself? And then I look back and I'm like, all right, how could I have done that differently? How could I have done it differently? So now, instead of doing the thing, I think it more logically. Like I think of it like chess. So like my mind are like different things that I can do are the chess pieces. and I'm just slowly moving each chess piece at a time in my head and finding the most logical situation. Like I said, yeah, that's not for everybody. Not everyone can do that. But at the same time, like, I'm still going to give that advice because it's something that maybe you didn't think about or maybe someone else didn't think about, because I still want to give the best advice I can to somebody that is going through that situation, that doesn't feel happy in their life or feel like everything is crashing down on them. Because I feel like, personally, like, I do this one thing, and for some reason I feel like I get hit with a ton of bad karma after I do that thing. So, like, if I continue to do that, because it only happens after I do that thing. So, like, and then I get hit with bad karma. So it's one of those things where you have to figure out in your life what things are important to you, what things are not important to you, and get through it, and then boom. Like, life might get better, life might get worse. You just don't know. But you want to find happiness, right? That's your goal.
Yeah.
So my goal as a good friend, is to help you to rethink situations. Like, it would be a bad friend to be like, oh, you should keep dating that guy that's abusing you, or you should keep doing this thing with this person because, whatever. Like, I'd be a bad friend, be like, hey, this person isn't good in your life. This person is affecting you negatively. I notice it in your attitude, in the way you move, the way you talk, the way you say things. You know what I mean? If that person consistently is being negative in your life, you should probably cut that person off, And not even with people or, like, things. Like, if you keep doing, like, some people, they struggle with drugs. If they're struggling with drugs, if they keep doing that drug, they're going to end up in a bad place. And you can talk to them and tell them everything you possibly can. They're not going to listen to you.
Exactly.
So, like, but the goal is to help. You're still going to give that advice. Whether they listen to it or not, like, I know me, personally, I don't always listen to advice, especially when I'm dating somebody. My priority is that person. So anyone who tells me differently about that person, until I see it with my own two eyes, I'm going to defend that person.
Right.
So I'm going to, like, if they're like, oh, she's really not right for you, I can see that she's not right for you. It's like, well, she feels right to me. She's doing all the right things until she doesn't. And then I start seeing all the flaws start, going in. And then all my greatest fears come true. And I'm like, oh, hold on. Wait a second. Is this person really isn't for me? Hold on, then I start doing tests. And I'll be like, all right. And I don't like doing tests in a relationship. I think it's really bad and very poor. I don't recommend doing it in a relationship. But when your relationship gets to a point where it's at a breaking point, or a bending point, then you guys see if it bends till it breaks. And if you do those things, and I'm not saying, like, you start opening your eyes to certain things and realizing, okay, is this person doing this or is this person doing that? So, I don't know where I was going with this rant.
But see, this is why we're friends, because I'm very cynical and you're a happy little squirrel over here. But hold on.
I am a little nuts, but...
Let's move on to my thing, since we're talking about New Year's resolutions. And
we
what
were
we
once upon a time.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Okay.
So, do you want to pull the thing up?
Oh, yeah. So, which one did you want to start with?
The survey.
The survey. Okay. So, that was...
So, this is the top New Year's resolutions in the U.S. And this was for 2022, so a couple years ago.
This one, yep.
Okay. So these were some of the top New Year's resolutions in the United States. Again, this was for 2022, so it might be different if they would redo this survey. But so let's kind of compare what the survey says to what ours.
Okay.
So the number one, which was almost 50%, was to exercise more.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you feel like that's on your list?
Oh, 100%. It's been on my list for, like, since October. It's been on my list to do. I was doing it through therapy, like when I was doing my back therapy, which I definitely need to go back there, was on my list of things to do. I was kind of doing it through that, but then now, like, I've been slacking, but I do. Like, I feel like it's weird because if I sit up, like, if my spine was, like, proper, if I sit up, I'm really actually not that fat. I actually feel like I look good. I was actually checking my ass out in the mirror this morning. I was like, damn, my ass looked good. And then like my stomach looked fine. Like if I sit up straight. But the moment like I actually like sit like this,
I feel like people though, unless you're a twig.
But I feel like I'm consistently bloated. So I need to figure out a way to like not feel so bloated or not look so bloated, and because like I feel like I still got like a 1 or 2 pack going, not 6 pack.
1.5.
Yeah, you know, I'm like dad, but I got dad bod. But like at the same time, like I want to exercise, I want to make myself look good. I also want to be able to carry heavy things without strain.
Knocking out of.
Like, you know
I want to be able to walk a couple steps without being out of breath.
Right, that too, 100%. I feel like I've run out of breath from like laying down. I'll get up. I'm like what the hell, you know? So yeah, I agree with you 100% with that.
Yeah.
Definitely need to exercise.
So to kind of go with that, the next one down is to eat healthier. That's not one for me. I'm pretty well rounded with the way I eat.
I was eating healthy, and I love eating like steaks. Typically, I like getting the iron and the protein and stuff like that. And typically, I would do that. But with my kitchen that I have here, it's not really a kitchen.
Yeah,
it makes it super hard
and,
for me to
not
cook
only that, but
or
like
be
the price
cooking.
of stuff makes it difficult to eat.
Oh
healthier.
yeah, I mean yeah, definitely. It's definitely like the price of stuff. Hopefully, it's going down. I think butter already went down a little bit. Eggs already went down a little bit. But like it's not even just that. Like my fridge is super small, so I can't get like a lot of good foods in there.
Yeah.
You know, unless I'm buying it daily, which I could. I mean, I live 5 minutes from Walmart and Giant and other grocery stores, and I mean, but like at the same time, it's like I do want to eat healthy, but at the same time, I have a Taco Bell that's like in my backyard. So like between Taco Bell, what's it called?
Got KFC right up the road.
Yeah, I got KFC, which. KFC, I eat a lot more when I'm dashing. Like, I'm like, oh, $5 for a 2-piece? I'm going to get it. You know what I mean? So that's, Taco Bell is like the best for your money. Or not Taco Bell,
KFC.
KFC is like best for your money. And then I got everything else. I got every restaurant there is. So it's like, what's the point of spending $20 on one steak when I can go to a nice restaurant and eat it for about the same price?
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, and then I have to also buy mashed potatoes, then I gotta buy one sauce, and I gotta this. Like, yes, all that stuff in the long run will price it out being cheaper, but in the short run, if I'm just feeding myself, you know what I mean, it ends up being cheaper just for me to almost eat out. Although it's still super expensive to eat out. I feel like everything I get is over $17. So.
Yeah. You can cut this out if you need to, but I just want to make sure we're good with everything's still rolling and there's no okay.
Nope, everything's still going. We're still broadcasting. Everything's still good.
All right, so next down, which is only at 34%, to spend more time with family and friends.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I already been doing that a little bit more. I mean, it helps when I don't have a female in my life, I guess, because when I do have a girlfriend or a partner or whatever we want to call each other, I typically make her a priority,
right,
so
you have
I
more
start
time
to dwindle down on my friends, not on purpose. It's just I like making my partner for a good while my priority, just because I want to build that relationship with them. I want to grow with them. I want them to know, so that way we can get closer to whatever our end game is. Whether, I don't know if I want to get married again, but if our end game, if that's something that she wants to do, it's important to her, then that will be the end game. If we want to have kids, which I don't know if I even want to have any more kids. I got 2 kids as is. So, I mean, that just depends, again, on the person I meet. If she's the right one, if she feels good and that's something that she wants. I don't want to put a barrier on that or a boundary on that. But, so I tend to dwindle down on my friends. I try not to dwindle down on my family, but they live 45 minutes away, 45 minutes away.
Yeah. Well, so, at least you see me once a week.
Yeah.
Well, kind of once a week, once every other week, whenever we're going to
No, it's definitely once a week, because we've been filming this once a week, so it's definitely been once, sometimes twice a week. I know you're getting tired of me.
And I really am. No, I'm just kidding, I'm not.
So.
Okay. So at 21% is the goal is to spend less time on social media.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is I want to spend less time scrolling, but more time posting.
Right.
So
Productive things,
yeah, because
not
I have
unhealthy things.
so I'm behind on posting so many model photos, and some family photos, and I need to be posting more wedding stuff so I get more wedding clients because I really want to get a lot more wedding clients this year, and more family photo shoots this year. That's one of my main focus for this year is definitely to do that, going into 2025. I mean, so like, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely, it's like a mixed bag.
Yeah, I think I need to, like I said, I need to limit it a little bit, but be more productive on it.
Yeah.
As opposed to like the unhealthy scrolling and
Just scrolling,
unhealthy. Yeah.
going down conspiracy theories. And
Well, that's not. I wouldn't say that's unhealthy.
that's not. Yeah, that's learning, right?
Somewhat, yeah.
It's when you're watching the lame TikTok dances, right?
And then, and then
recreating.
the last one on here was at 20% to quit smoking, which we
I
don't
don't
have
smoke.
that.
Yeah, so.
But I mean, I can see how a lot of people would have that.
Is there a habit you would like to quit? That you do? What would you say your bad habit to quit is?
Being a bitch. No.
Please, Grant, you do not want to quit that.
No, I don't, and I won't. Oh, that's a good one. Honestly, I don't really know. I guess they would be considered habits. I'm not gonna really get into what they are because it's a little personal for the podcast. But I have a lot of OCD tendencies. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if they'd be considered habits or not. But there are some that truly do affect my daily life. So I would like to kind of
work on that.
Yeah, which, is going to take time, and because it is a brain thing, it's not, but I don't know as far as habits. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know I have some, but nothing that I can think of.
I don't think there's anything I can think of that are bad habits that I need to quit. For the most part, I mean, all my bad habits usually are in, like, I guess, relationships. And I'm not in one, so I don't really have. I mean, like, typically, like, I guess procrastinating. I need to stop procrastinating. Would be my worst bad habit that I have that I need to slow down on or stop.
I do that a lot too. I do that when I get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Then I just won't do anything.
That's the ADHD. Yeah.
Right. So again, I don't know. I guess it's kind of a habit.
Go into zombie mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you
there's
that's
that
the last
survey.
one for that?
Yeah.
All right. So then we want to go into, is it Greece?
Yeah, so I found these cool articles about different ways that people, like different traditions people have around the world to celebrate New Year's. Because, like here, you spend time with friends and family, watch the ball drop, have some drinks, whatever it is. But I found some cool ones. So this one says, and this was according to, I think it was goodhousekeeping.com, so if it's not right, it's on them.
At least you say your sources.
Yes. My teachers taught me that.
Do they still teach that? I wonder.
I think so.
Oh, no.
Okay, so it says, in Greece, it's customary to hang bundles of onions above their doors as a way of inviting in good luck. To the Greeks, onions are symbols of prosperity, because they sprout even when no one is paying attention to them. That's cute.
Yeah, that's cute.
This is kind of funny, though. On New Year's Day, parents also wake up their children by gently bonking their kids on the head with the onions that were outside.
Onion!
Can you imagine if I did that to my son? He'd be like, what are you doing? Let me try it.
Should be lettuce. Let us take in the new year!
Throw a whole thing of lettuce.
Yeah, let us take in the new year.
Okay, with your puns.
Yeah, right.
So I thought that was kind of cool. And the next one's Brazil.
I don't know which one. Yeah,
I think we got it.
Right.
Okay. Millions of people gather along Brazil's beaches to celebrate the new year. That would be so awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And most of them are color coordinated. It's a tradition there to wear white, a color that symbolizes good luck and peace.
Wait, white?
Yeah.
They're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day.
I was just thinking that.
So,
but
do they wait till midnight?
In Brazil,
Do they wait till midnight to put on the white? Because then
probably
it's before
not,
Labor
because
Day.
they're celebrating it.
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting.
Okay. And then we have Latin America.
There we go.
It says certain countries, especially in Latin America, believe the color of your underwear that you wear on December 31st can bring good things to you in the next 12 months. Yellow is for luck, red is for love, and white undies bring peace.
So I'm gonna wear.
So what a granny
white.
thing.
I wear a white, red, and yellow. If I wear, I think that's what I'm wearing now. So what happens if you wear black? Is it like
bad? That's
bad. Don't wear black. All right. I wouldn't. Yeah, but black lingerie. If a girl's wearing black lingerie, it usually means she wants to get some. So.
Yeah, that's gonna bring you luck for the night, not for the whole entire year.
No. So she's wearing yellow. She's trying to get lucky.
Hey, there you go.
There you go.
Oh my
red.
God.
If she's wearing red, she's
Just
trying
make
to find
sure you
love.
ask for consent first if
Oh,
she
of
has
course.
a certain color on.
Yeah, right.
Be like, so does
Look.
this mean?
Does this mean you trying to get lucky tonight? I see you wearing yellow.
Yeah, that's all the screenshots we had. There were a lot of cool ones though. There was Denmark, people smash plates and glasses
Oh, okay.
to leave behind any ill will.
Okay.
In Spain, people eat 1 grape for each clock chime at midnight. So 12 grapes.
12 grapes.
Yeah,
There's 12 chimes.
that's what it says. Eating 12 grapes.
Interesting.
So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Because I was like, I wonder if around the world people do other things besides just watch the ball drop. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, no, that is pretty.
Yeah.
Cool. Hopefully,
There's my little
those red lines
lesson for you.
go across the screen as we do that.
The what? What was wrong?
No, I was like, I don't know if the red lines record as it go across. I'm still new at this
What red
broadcasting
lines?
things. When I go.
Oh, when you were
over
hitting
stuff,
the button.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think they show up.
It is
but-
what it is. It's
yeah.
there for like 2 seconds.
Yeah. So,
not
all
gonna
right.
hurt
So,
anyone.
while I'm sure you've noticed or that there has been other stuff going around, unfortunately, I forgot to get some background feed, I guess you could call it, or have some pictures for you. But I'm sure you noticed the drones have been flying around a lot, or some of them have been mistaken for UFOs and stuff like that. Do you believe in aliens?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't.
What kind of aliens do you believe in? Is there like the
My-
Anunnaki aliens? Or
What is
like-
that?
The Anunnaki?
Yeah.
You don't know about the Anunnaki? So the Anunnaki are actually basically, they are the first beings, I guess you could say. They're the ones that supposedly created us. So the one that
Never
we are
heard this
created,
theory.
we are a mix of DNA of the Anunnaki and something else or whatever. I guess the animal kingdom or whatever. If you believe, I guess I think maybe that goes in. They might have split our DNA with ape DNA or whatever.
Right.
And that's why we are so what's the word I'm looking for? Like similar to them or whatever. And that's how they created us. So so that's kind of part of
Okay.
it. Some people say that's where the angels come from. They're actually from the Anunnaki and stuff
Oh.
like that. They've also been at war with another race. I think it's like either several races or I think it might be the lizard people. I can't remember. Or like no, I think it was like some kind of dragon race or something like that. Of aliens.
Yeah, all
Just
that stuff
apparently
is very
52 different
interesting.
races of aliens. Yeah, that they've discovered.
So
If it's
I've
true.
never had any like experiences, but my dad says when he was younger, like in his 20s or
Yeah.
something like that, he was driving on the highway, and I forget exactly the description he used, but he saw something that looked like a UFO type thing in the sky, and he said everyone was pulled over
Oh,
and just stood out of their cars and was just all looking. Why do you cry at this stuff?
I don't know.
Does it scare you?
no, I don't. I think I might have had an experience.
Maybe
But-
you were abducted.
Maybe, cause like anytime, like I don't know if we talked about this before. I might have talked about this before, but the fourth kind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't know if we talked about it in episode 1 or not, but like
I
so
think it
whenever I
was.
watch that movie, there's a scene in it, and it says "I am God."
That's a good movie.
Yeah. So like and every time it hits me like so weird, and like I've had like this weird things happen to me. Like I was driving home at 3 a.m. much like he said he saw a UFO.
Yeah.
I saw this weird like blue flame thing or something. It could have been like anything falling from a space station or whatever. But like the way it came down though, it was super weird. And like I literally started hyperventilating. I couldn't breathe. My eyes were like bloodshot and like tears running down my face. I had to pull over on the side of the road. Like it was the weirdest experience I ever had. And then so it's just like weird whenever someone talks about aliens or ghosts, but like mostly aliens. Like when people talk about them, I start to like get these really weird feelings.
You do.
I get cold chills. My tears start running. Like, and I cannot help it. Like it's uncontrollable. So if I was ever to be an actor, if I think or talk about aliens,
that'd be good. A good
I can
skill.
bring them tears. I can bring them tears.
So I mean, we can get into all this another episode too, but I'm kind of similar when it comes. I don't like cry, but like I'm very connected to like spirits and like that world.
Are you an empath?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Me and my dad used to be in a paranormal society where we would go.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that. I was supposed to go with you to one like a long time ago. Yeah.
I don't remember.
You guys invited me to one. I don't think I ended up ever going. I forget what happened. This is back when.
This was a while ago.
Yeah, this is back in high school.
Yeah.
So, it's been a while, but yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So for like those who don't know, we would go into like businesses or people's homes and do like an investigation, and we've been to like Eastern State Penn, we've been to like big places, and not everyone believes in that, and that's totally fine, but I do. I've had experiences, and I also feel certain connections when it comes to that kind of stuff. I like in certain buildings, we did an old school one time, and I saw like a vision in my head, and then I didn't tell anybody, and then a couple minutes later, the founder of the group that we were in, his wife said something that matched my exact vision.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so like I said, not everyone believes in it, and that's okay, but
I definitely do. I actually had we talked about the one experience I had about the ghosts in the past with my ex. Yeah, we had that. But what experience I didn't tell you about, actually, after my cousin/brother passed away, actually a little bit before that, I think we like messed with a Ouija board or something or whatever. But so like after that happened, me and my friend at the time, Sean Paul, we were sitting there doing like a memorial video. I was putting together a bunch of pictures and stuff like that. So then we were recording our voices on this thing. See, I'm talking about it. Okay. So we were recording our voices on this thing, right? And then as we recorded voices, when we listened to it back, there was like, you could hear, no one else was in the house. Okay. So there was like this weird, like screaming girl in the background of the thing. It was super weird.
Oh my god, you need a tissue.
Yeah, right. And then not only that, but then, those old like, do you remember iPods?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
of course.
so I had an iPod boombox.
Okay.
Has
a tear running down.
Which my iPod is in there. Okay, so when the iPod is in the boombox, you can't like turn. You have to turn up the volume by clicking the button.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, out of nowhere, like none of us were touching it or nothing. Right. All of a sudden, I think we might have been in the other room at the time, and then we walked over, but it went on. It was playing "Hello Goodbye," or it was playing a song by Hello Goodbye.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So it was playing one of their songs on there, "Here in Your Arms."
Oh,
Yeah,
I love that song.
Yeah. It's funny because it was actually mine and the girl, that same girl. It was one of our songs or whatever, but I would play it in his car all the time. So then I think he started playing it all the time.
Yeah.
So it ended up becoming his song. So that song came on, and it was turning up and getting louder and getting louder and getting louder, so freaking loud. Like I didn't even know my box went that loud.
Jeez.
And it was by itself. I was like, what's going on?
Right.
Like, I was trying to figure out, I was like, how is this happening? It's not like it had a remote or anything like that for someone to be messing with me or anything like that. So it was crazy. You want to talk about what you
Yeah, I wanted, since we're going into a new year,
Okay.
like I know it's not like our birthday, but I thought of it the other day because I was getting mad because I couldn't put, I don't know if it was my socks or my pants, but I couldn't put them on standing up because I kept falling over. So I was like,
Save no balance.
Yeah, I was like, we need to talk about how ways you know you're getting old, and that was like one of my ways. Like when you
right
need to
now,
sit
my
down.
back is killing me. That's how I know I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Just from sitting in a chair, I can like feel it.
Yeah, my upper back is really bad.
Yeah, mine right here. If I'm laying on my chest feels like, oh my, don't hit 30. Do not hit 30.
Up past 30.
I know, so I'm not saying.
Or also when you either sit down or stand up, you have to make a grunt.
Like a cracking noise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, like if I do this, I don't know if you can hear it.
I don't want to hear it.
You're gonna feel me every bone crack in my arms.
Yeah. Cracking and popping.
Yeah.
And not in a good way. Not popping in a good way.
Pop and lock it. Yeah. Pop, lock, and drop it. You know.
And not be able to get back up.
Right.
Also, what was the other one I was going to say?
Did you write
well, for me, this could be like just depending on your personality, but I know the older I've gotten, I have to check the weather before I do something.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I do for like photo shoots if I'm planning
That. Well, I feel like that's different. But even just like going out, like running errands, I'm like, is it raining? Is it?
I like the surprise because it feels like I'm in a box with. I always keep these clothes so I can never actually tell what's going on outside. Like yesterday, I walked outside. I was like, "Is it raining?" And then today, I walked outside. It's warm. Like
it's actually pretty nice out today.
Yeah, it's actually pretty nice. It's a little cloudy.
Yeah, but like the temperature isn't bad.
Yeah. So, what's it called? I'm trying to think what else makes me like really feel old.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many things that like. One, I like getting clean supplies.
Oh yes,
or like,
all that kind of stuff. Cleaning, kitchen supplies,
like,
and new house stuff.
I look forward to like, I want to say like shelves. I like shelves
Organizing.
or like organizing stuff.
Is like, oh man, that's like sex.
Definitely. I wouldn't go that far.
I would.
Okay.
I would.
I'd rather be getting nailed than be putting nails in the wall. Okay? Just saying.
All right, that's fair, I guess.
As much as I like getting hammered, you know.
That's fair. You know what else, too? When a certain song that was popular when we were young, when it's like, this song was 40 years ago, I'm like, what the fuck? It was
well,
not.
Well, first off, 40, you're pushing.
Well, I'm exaggerating,
20
but yeah, but even so, like, I'm like, it was not
especially
that long
all
ago.
of like the emo music that we like and stuff.
God,
like, you know, if I hear anything from like My Chemical Romance,
I still listen to them.
Oh, I do too. I don't listen to like any of their newer stuff, but if there is,
yeah, but they're old like Black Parade and
always, all the time. Like
yeah.
anything from like 08 to, I mean, I want to say like 2010. Like or maybe even 2006 to 2010. Like that's where like I feel like that's where like all the good music was.
Yeah.
It's where you had like your good emo music, your good hip hop, your good like all that was right around that time period.
Right.
Like our high school years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that was like the best time for music. Maybe it's but I feel like maybe that's just how like that's how you know we're getting old. Because I feel like if you like I DJ a lot. So, like, when I'm DJing people, like, they'll always request songs from their high school.
Right.
So, it's like, I feel like high school almost defines your taste of music. So, whatever you liked in high school, you will almost like that for, like, eternity. Like, that's what scares me, though, too, because, like, I'm like, oh, why is everyone always like Bon Jovi or something like this? Or, like, you know what I mean? Or, like, Aerosmith and this stuff. It's like, because that's what they grew up listening to in high school. So, like, now we're into, like, My Chemical Romance, Hello Goodbye, like, Aiden, Hawthorne Heights, Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy, like, The Main, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like,
and now, in 10 years, the classics in 10 years are going to be freaking...
Blueface. Just kidding. It'll never be Blueface.
What's that? Glorilla? What you know about me?
The WAP.
Oh my god.
Have you heard the WAP remix? Or
probably,
parody? It's by Lardy B.
Oh, parody now.
Yeah, it's by Lardy B. It's so freaking good. It's called WAP. It's called Wings and Pizza. I DJ it all the time. I'll have to show it
We
to
might
you.
need to do some videos. I don't know if you want to do it on the podcast, but some separate videos of us reacting to stuff. That'd be good.
Oh
We
yeah,
should do that.
we might react to that song next time.
Okay.
I gotta figure out the whole reaction thing. I
Yeah,
did figure out how
well-
to get boxes up on here and everything like that. So definitely gonna try to
We'll do
figure
some
out the
fun stuff,
reaction
though. Yeah.
I don't know what's copyrighted with not, but we can
Oh,
put
that's true.
on.
You gotta-
You know what I mean? I think as long as we pause it enough and stuff like that, I might have to ask other reaction channels how they go about doing it. But I think as
Right.
long as you pause throughout the thing, you should be good. And I think parodies are fine to watch.
Yeah,
so.
I have no idea.
So I don't think we'll get copyright strike from watching parodies at all.
Yeah, I think if you, like you said, if you pause or like you only do snippets, it should be okay. But I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, that'll take a good bit of our show to do a reaction. So
That would be
maybe
fun.
we'll
That would be
definitely do a
fun.
reaction. Let us know if that's something you would like us to do, is to react certain videos or certain things. Maybe even look up conspiracy videos and stuff like that. I know, like, it was funny actually. Over the Christmas break, there is someone I won't say in my family, but kind of in my family, who's a flat earther.
Oh.
So that believes in, the flat earth and flat earth theory and all that
Yeah.
and stuff like that. That believes in the nine realms around the map and that we're in the center and that the dragons don't fly over to us because we have too much radiation and stuff like that. So
Oh wow.
yeah, it's a whole conspiracy theory.
I'm sure. I
I'm like-
couldn't even.
I'm like,
There are so many conspiracy.
I would say I'm like
theories.
5% flat earther. 5%. I need it.
I honestly.
I was
haven't
at
delved
30. I
into
wasn't
that
at one
too
point.
much.
If I sit there and watch videos too long, I'm at 30%. But I think I'm at 5%.
I feel like if you sit there and watch anything for so long, you're gonna get convinced.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm convinced, but I mean,
Or
because
you're
like,
gonna start to be on
'cause
that
at the-
side the more that you watch it.
well, because at the end of the day, it's like, but all the other planets are round. So like, why would every other planet, unless you're saying that the planets are real? But then you could also then state that we're in a simulation.
Oh jeez.
You know what I mean? But if you've ever played like No Man's Sky or something like that, I mean, that's basically a simulation. So like, and you can travel from planet to planet in that. So
I played this game on Xbox before called
Mhm.
Life is Strange.
okay,
And it's like a storyline, but
Mhm.
then like you control her decision basically.
yeah,
and
I
then
played it. I played it before.
If it
yeah.
doesn't turn out right, you can rewind. Like that.
Played it to the point where it got a little woke, and I was like,
I didn't play it for too long. I played it for maybe like a month. Yeah.
a month, a whole month.
But not like
Or
not
like,
every day.
it was
but
like I played for
it
15 minutes, 20 minutes here.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I played for
Like,
a little bit.
I
And
think
then,
I played it for like about an hour and a half. It's on Game Pass, so or it was on Game Pass. I don't know if it still is. Yeah, I played it for a good like hour or two.
Yeah.
And I didn't mind it. I think I got stuck on one part, and I was like, but even like then, I was just like, I don't know. They are coming out with a second one though too.
Are they?
Yeah, there's a new one coming out. I think
I'm not a
it's supposed to be
huge gamer. I can't get into that kind of stuff. That one kept my interest for, like I said, about a month. But I'm
Is
not
there
a
any
huge-
games that you would be interested in or really look forward to coming out and maybe in
I don't know
2025?
any games that are coming
Like-
out. I'm not a
Like
gamer.
Grand Theft Auto 6?
No.
No. Not a Grand Theft Auto person? No, not at all? Oh, I'm surprised. Everyone's usually a Grand Theft Usually even people who don't play video games like, I'll play Grand Theft Auto.
I don't think that's fun.
Running around, running people over.
No, that's not.
That's how you get your anger out.
No.
So you don't take it out in the real world, you bring it, you know what I mean? That's why.
I'd rather.
That's your problem. That's why you're not finding happiness. You're not
Because
running
I'm
over
not
people.
playing Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
I
you're-
don't think so.
Because you're not running it, you're not getting your stress out. You need to get
No,
your stress
because
out,
I
girl.
would rather do it physically, like not by punching someone, but like boxing.
We don't condone violence.
No. Boxing though, I used to have a punching bag and stuff, and that was I liked that.
I get my VR on Tuesday, so you can box in that. I
Oh.
do have my old one, so maybe I can set up where we can still both use it, and we can box each other.
Oh my god.
You can punch me out, girl.
Can you imagine? No, I'm just not a gamer. It's just not my thing.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I mean, some people aren't.
Oh wait, though, I will play, but not on a gaming system. It has to be on a laptop. We
The
talked
Sims.
The Sims.
The Sims.
I am all about The Sims. I will sit there for hours. But other than that, I'm not.
Hours, I could probably do days. If
Well,
I'm building something
can't
and
do-
figuring out how to build something, well, yeah, no one can. But what I'm saying is, I could. You know what I mean? If you left me to I might not even eat. Like, or if you put food in front of me, then I'll eat. But like, if you leave me to my own devices in The Sims, like, and I learn how to do, like, I'm sitting there, like, scrolling, learning new techniques, and then trying to apply those techniques to my game, I'll sit there, like, I got The Sims on my stuff, too.
Yeah.
So, definitely, that's something that, like, I'm super into. I have over 180 hours in The Sims.
Yeah, I was surprised when you said that you played that, too, because I didn't know that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've been playing The Sims for... Well, Sims 4 has been out for, what, almost 10 years, I think? Sims 4 has been out. And they're not doing a Sims 5.
They're not?
No. They're just upgrading Sims 4 to its next level.
True.
Which I'm mad about, but I'm glad about at the same time because I've invested over probably, I want to say almost $500 to $600 just in expansion packs.
Jeez, MJ.
Like, dude, those things are expensive. I try to get them when they're on sale.
Oh, I know they are.
But
they
there's
really
there's like now it's up to like 50 to 100 of them. So if you were to to buy everything, you're spending at least $2 to $4 grand to buy every expansion pack for that game.
Oh my God,
It's insane. It's literally insane. You know what I mean? They're making their money. They are not losing money for... It's like the same thing like Grand Theft Auto Online. They make their freaking money, you know, no matter what they're doing. So...
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I don't knock it. If it's a good game, why come out with that? Or like Fortnite. You know, people constantly spend money in Fortnite buying new skins, new looks, and stuff like that. I'm sure you know from your kids.
My kids, yeah.
Yeah. Do they play Fortnite?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
More so, my youngest isn't a video gamer either.
Yeah.
He plays this one called Hello Neighbor.
I think I've seen that. It has like a fat guy kind of one.
Yeah, he plays that, and then there's one other one he plays, but it's not often. My oldest is the gamer. He knows all about that stuff.
Well, he's still at that age. Like, I feel like you don't really... Your son's still at the, like... I would say technically, I don't know if he does, because you said they don't do Legos, but he's still at that, like, Lego age. Pokemon Lego age.
My youngest? I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. So, video game age
toys
typically
and, like,
goes
hands-on.
into, like, he's getting there. It's like maybe 8, 9, or when you get into double digits, like 10. Because then that's when all your friends are also playing video games. And then now you want to play with your friends. So,
see, me and him are similar with video games where we get frustrated.
well, yeah. I mean, everyone gets frustrated with video games.
Well, some people have more patience than others. My oldest, he knows it all because, you know, he's taken the time, but I don't have...
Yeah.
If I don't catch on in like an hour, I'm like, forget this shit. I'm done. This is dumb.
Are you the typical female that's sitting there like...
What is that?
So, like, you don't know how to do, like, the, whenever, like, you have to move the camera and the body at the same time.
No.
You're like going around in circles, just
I can't do both.
That's
the thing with me either. I can't. It's hard for me to like do all the moves and you know what I mean, like turn and walk and move my
arm. You gotta
get
good with them hands, guys. You know what they say about
Listen.
people who play Xbox? You know, get good with their hands.
My hands are just fine. Thank you very much. I learn in other ways.
There you go.
No, it's just not my thing. Everybody has their hobby, and that is not mine.
Yeah.
That is not mine.
I love video games. They're more of like a pastime than anything for me. Like I like doing it, but I love doing like all the other stuff I'm doing as well that actually brings in money. But like at the same time, like it's a great way to just like what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like break out that anger, like I was saying. If I'm playing Grand Theft Auto or playing another game where like it's I want to say like first-person shooter game, or like it helps me like get out that stress. Although then it also makes me angry about other stuff.
Right.
But at least distracts me. It's also a good distraction for like.
See, I was
gonna
say
on.
for me, The Sims is a good distraction. If I'm really anxious, having a bad day, just getting sucked into the building world, it helps.
I love building games. Like, so when I say like a lot of the like some of the FPS play or like I like role playing games, that you can build in. So like some of my favorite games are all games that you can build in, like 7 Days to Die. That game is a zombie game, but you also get to build like crazy things in it.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of like Minecraft for adults.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's one game that I really love. Then there's actually like this mythical game that I got off the top of my head for Nightingale. That one, you can craft so many different things, go into different worlds and build houses and all kinds of stuff. Super cool. Again, but it's not like as in depth as like The Sims, where you can like change the color and paint and do this and stuff like that. Which I mean, The Sims, like again, I could fall into building all kinds of crazy, amazing houses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I should show you some of the stuff that if it didn't delete some of my stuff. I do have on the cloud though. I have my club saved, so I made a club.
Oh, nice.
So it's really cool.
I follow a lot of
you use the cheat
TikTok
codes
pages
and all that stuff
that
too?
have that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They tell you all the cheat codes and show you building
Move
things.
objects, how to like
Yes.
make things bigger or smaller, and I actually downloaded
love
a
it.
thing where I can get CC on there. So that once upon a time, I did it where I put like my photos in there, and I got like my logo and stuff like that. So
Oh, cool.
I had like. I bought the photography pack or whatever. So then there's the photography backdrops, but like I made my own backdrops. So then there's one with like my logo all over it, and then I have another stuff that has like I literally had a wall of like all my pictures and stuff like that. It was
That's
super
awesome.
cool, yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I was living at my old place, I actually used The Sims to design my wall, like to set up the room. So like I made the room like exactly how my house looked. Or whatever, and then what I did was I like in The Sims. All right, how do I want to make this wall? So I painted the wall the same color, and then I put up pictures. I was like, no, I don't like it that way. So I made it how I want it to look, in theory, on The Sims.
Right.
And then
That's a good
recreated
idea.
it in real life. So it was like
That's a good
worked
idea.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a great way to I might do it again. I might have to do it again for here to see how I want it to look in here. So that's my next goal. It's probably what I'm gonna do later this week. Is probably turn on The Sims and figure out and design this place. So I'll put the design of this place, the floor layout, and then put everything up to see. So that way I can redesign it. The only thing I'm probably not gonna do is repaint these walls, just because it's gonna be a hassle.
Yeah.
And I have to get a hold of them, say, hey, I want to paint my walls black.
Yeah.
Because I like having black walls.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna go for that.
I paint them.
Some places are like, as long as you paint it back when you leave, then they don't care.
Well, you
but
lose your security deposit. And
yeah.
Well, at this point, I don't feel like I have it anyway, so I'm like, all right, that's
already.
Yeah, because I don't think about getting money back when you spend it. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, you don't want to count on it.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, there might have been a hole in the wall, and they're like, oh, you don't get your full security deposit back or whatever. I'm like, I'm not expecting to get that money back. Right. I look at it as, okay, I'm definitely not getting that money back. Yeah. But yeah, so.
All right, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, I think we touched on some great topics today.
Yeah.
I enjoy our talk. Again, Happy New Year's.
Yay!
Woo woo! Happy
2025.
New Year's 2025. Woo woo! Got my little drink here.
I got my drink down there, but my boss will get mad at me if I drink it.
All right, well, let's cheers with it at least.
You gotta tell me twice.
I mean, you didn't need to open it up. We just cheers.
Oh, what? Duh.
But definitely great. I'm looking forward to making more podcasts with you.
Oh yeah, for sure. This has been fun.
So we're gonna have fun 2025. We're trying to get out to you as many podcasts, and we're gonna keep trying to upgrade our studio that we got going on here. Figure out ways to make it better, make our sound better. Come up with better topics for you guys. That's the goal. Please make sure you like, subscribe, follow us, ring the bell as well. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Rumble, make sure you do whatever you do on there. I have no clue. We're still new to Rumble. So
I have a quote for everyone going into 2025.
Oh,
inspirational quote we can end on.
There we go. Inspirational.
You ready, MJ? Focus on improving yourself, not proving yourself.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Definitely do that.
Focus on improving yourself, not proving yourself.
As a photographer, I'm always focused.
Okay.
Anyway, have a good New Year.
All right, thank you guys. Happy New Year.
Every topic's a hit. Laughter and wisdom we'll share every bit. With voices so bright, we're never alone. In the changing subjects, our hearts feel at home. Hit that subscribe, let the giggles begin. Changing subjects, let's dance on the air. With Jenny and MJ, no worries, no care.